The Galactic Council chamber floated in the void between star systems, a magnificent station built by the architects millennia ago. Today it would host its most unusual summit yet, humanity's first formal introduction to the galactic community. Elif adjusted her ceremonial uniform, the deep blue fabric feeling strangely constricting after months aboard the human vessel Perseverance. As Earth's lead diplomat, she'd spent years preparing for this moment. Beside her, Adam checked his datapad one final time, his role as military liaison making him more anxious than he cared to admit. "Remember," Elif whispered as the airlock unsealed, "we're here to establish peaceful relations. Smile, be respectful, and for the love of Earth, don't mention the wars." Adam nodded, straightening his posture. "Got it, friendly humans coming through." The council chamber was breathtaking. Crystalline walls refracted light from a dozen nearby stars, creating rainbow patterns across the assembled delegates. Representatives from 47 species sat in concentric circles, their forms ranging from gaseous clouds to chitinous giants. At the center stood the council arbiter, a being of pure energy contained within a translucent shell. Elif and Adam walked forward, their footsteps echoing in the suddenly silent chamber. Every eye, stalk, sensor, and consciousness focused on them. "Honored Council," Elif began, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "Humanity thanks you for this opportunity. We come in peace, seeking friendship and cooperation among the stars." The arbiter's form flickered. "We welcome you, humans. Please tell us about your civilization." Elif smiled warmly. "We're explorers and dreamers. We've spent generations reaching for the stars, and now we're finally here." A delegate from the CounciL collective, resembling a floating jellyfish, pulsed with bioluminescence. "Your vessel, the Perseverance, it traveled 40 light-years to reach us. What powers such a journey?" Adam stepped forward helpfully. "That's actually one of our older models. We use controlled fusion reactions. We basically create small suns inside magnetic bottles. Each ship has 12 redundant cores in case of primary system failure." A ripple of unease passed through the chamber. 12 suns? Wheezed a delegate from the Methane Collective. "Inside your ship?" "Well, small ones," Elif interjected quickly. "Very controlled. Very safe." The arbiter's glow dimmed slightly. "I see, and how do you handle conflicts within your species?" Elif brightened, thinking this was safer ground. "Oh, we've come so far. It took us a while, but we eventually unified. The resource wars were terrible, of course, and the Pacific conflict nearly destroyed us, but—" "Wars?" The word echoed from multiple translators simultaneously. Adam winced. They'd lasted 3 minutes before mentioning wars. "Past conflicts," Elif corrected hastily. "All resolved through diplomacy now. We learned from our mistakes." A serpentine delegate coiled on an elevated platform hissed softly. "How many wars did your species engage in before achieving unity?" Adam checked his datapad, then wished he hadn't. "Documented major conflicts? Approximately 14,000. But that's over recorded history. The last century has been much more peaceful. Only 3 or 4 major disputes. The silence that followed was deafening." "Per century?" The CounciL delegate pulsed in what might have been horror. "We're a young species," Elif explained, attempting damage control. "We're still learning. That's why we're so excited to be here, to learn from civilizations with more experience." The arbiter's shell flickered rapidly, conferring with other council members through quantum channels. "Your ship's armaments, are they standard for human vessels?" Adam nodded enthusiastically, missing Elif's warning glance. "The Perseverance is actually a diplomatic vessel, so she's lightly armed. Just point defense railguns, a dozen missile pods, plasma cannons for close combat, and an emergency nuclear arsenal. Nothing compared to our actual military fleet. Nuclear. At least 7 species vocalize their alarm simultaneously. We don't use them," Elif said quickly. "They're just there as a deterrent. Against asteroids and space debris." A gelatinous being quivered in its containment suit. "You bring weapons that can destroy worlds to a peace conference?" No, Adam protested. "Our nukes can't destroy worlds. They're only 50 megaton yield. You'd need hundreds of them to seriously damage a planet's biosphere." The way he said "only" made several delegates physically recoil. "Perhaps," the arbiter suggested carefully, "you could tell us about human culture, your arts, your philosophy?" Elif exhaled in relief. Finally, something positive. We have rich artistic traditions. Music, literature, visual arts spanning thousands of years. We express ourselves through countless mediums. Do you have examples? Asked a crystalline being, its voice like chimes. Adam pulled up his data pad. I loaded some human classics. There's Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, Picasso's Guernica, Homer's Iliad. What is this Iliad about? The crystalline delegate inquired. It's an epic poem about a 10-year war, Adam explained proudly. Really showcases human perseverance and honor? He stopped, seeing Elif's expression. More war, the Quilix delegate pulsed faintly. It's literature, Elif insisted. Fictional. We also have beautiful love stories like Romeo and Juliet. What happens in this story? The arbiter asked warily. Two young people fall in love against all odds, Elif said. Very romantic. And the ending? Elif paused. They die, but beautifully. Adam tried to help. We have happy stories too, like The Lord of the Rings, a tale of friendship and courage where small, peaceful people help defeat a dark lord threatening their world. Defeat how? A delegate asked suspiciously. Through incredible sacrifice, epic battles, and, a volcano. Adam finished weakly. The council chamber filled with frantic translation whispers. The arbiter's glow had dimmed to barely visible. Honored humans, the arbiter finally said, we appreciate your candidness. The council requires time to deliberate. Perhaps you could return to your vessel while we discuss? Elif and Adam exchanged glances, then bowed respectfully. Of course. Thank you for your time. As they walked back through the airlock, Adam muttered, That went well, right? Elif glared at him. We scared them half to death, Adam. We were just being honest. Back in the council chamber, the arbiter addressed the assembled delegates. Analysis. The Quilix representative pulsed nervously. They survived thousands of wars, weaponized stellar fusion, and consider 50 megaton explosives light armament. They create art about death and war, yet claim to value peace. They're either the most dangerous species we've ever encountered, the serpentine delegate hissed, or the most resilient. Perhaps, the arbiter mused, they're both. The question is, do we embrace them as allies or fear them as threats? A small rodent-like delegate spoke up timidly. If they could survive each other for millennia and still choose peace, imagine having them on our side. The arbiter's glow brightened slightly. Indeed. Perhaps humanity's greatest strength isn't their weapons or their resilience, it's their ability to change. The vote was called, and humanity, unknowingly, had just become the galaxy's most terrifying potential ally.